Today I'm here in Crete, Nebraska, home of Doane College and a Smithfield Foods plant, about a half-hour southwest of Lincoln. Now today I think I'm going to try the frings that they have here, which is just a portmanteau of French fries and onion rings, and of course you just put those together and you get frings. So that's what I'm going to be trying out. I've had a couple people say that that's their favorite thing to get at Runza, or one of their favorite sides, so might as well try it out. Let's see how it is. Hi, can I get just an order of your frings and a homemade French onion dip, please? Thank you so much. So we've got the frings here in this bag and my onion dip. It turns out the dip is actually 59 cents extra, so technically I guess I'd consider those two separate reviews, but hey, you know what? We're just gonna review it all. We're gonna review the entire frings and dip experience here. So $2.99 is the total with that 7.5% tax. And man, they are overflowing this little pouch here. In fact, there are more onion rings that are still in this big bag that just didn't fit in. So my first thought is, as I said with the onion rings, the first time I got them, they need to get a little bit nicer sack here, but then again, makes it really feel like it's overflowing. So I'll let you get a good look at these frings here. They're onion rings, and then there's French fries. And that's kind of it. You've already seen the onion ring and French fry review, and if you haven't, the onion rings were episode 5, the French fries were episode 3. Now, I didn't like the French fries on their own very much. The onion rings, I had them with ketchup, that was pretty good. But now, we've got a solid dip right here. I have really high expectations for this dip because it was 59 cents extra. And if you start charging extra for your dipping sauce, like, I gotta expect a pretty high quality here. Now, it is 59 cents, okay? This isn't, gonna break the bank, but either way, still, you're charging me money, it better be good. First test of that dipping sauce, well, I noticed these onion rings very, very hot, very, very fresh. This dipping sauce has an interesting consistency here, but seems pretty good. If you've ever had sour cream and onion chips, whatever that flavoring is on those Lay's sour cream and onion chips, if you made that a dip, this is it. Like, I'm really feeling like I'm eating sour cream and onion chips. But these are better because the onion rings are hot, this dip is nice and cold. Yeah, this is a pretty good experience. Now let's see how the dip goes with the fries. Now overall, the dip and the fries is not a bad experience, but I would say that I think I like the onion rings with this dip better, and in general I like their onion rings better, so it makes sense. The fries, definitely don't get them by themselves. With the dip, that's all right, but the onion rings here really are phenomenal, and that's the bite I'm going for. Now I guess I gotta try them both together though, because it is frings, so gotta see what they're both taste like. So we have a fry, an onion ring, and the dip. The onion rings and the fries together are similar enough that there wasn't anything crazy about that experience of the bite. In fact, like I said, the onion rings I like personally better than their fries, and so the fries just kind of aren't quite as good as the onion ring with the dip by itself. That being said, the fries with the onion rings better than the fries by themselves, and that's really what I would say about this whole frings experience, is that the onion rings are my favorites, so I would rather just get the onion rings. If you like fries, maybe just get the fries. The frings, it's okay, and it's maybe a little bit of a variety, I guess, but if you have one favorite over another, might as well just go all in with that. To close it out, like, I gotta say, that dipping sauce is pretty good. Worth 59 cents? Maybe. In fact, yeah, I would probably say it's about worth 59 cents. Not a penny more, not 60 cents, that's 59-cent dip. And that's a good 59-cent dip. So, yeah, if you're gonna charge for dip, it better be good. It was good. And with that, I gotta say the frings with the onion dip, I'll give that whole experience a 7 out of 10. Probably if it was just the onion rings, maybe we got 8, maybe push a 9 out of 10, but the fries do, to me, bring it down. Again, this is just my opinion here. But yeah, I would say if you do like fries though, and you like their onion rings, nothing wrong with going with the Frings. Thanks again, Crete Runza. So now that you've seen the Frings review, it's time to get into that interview. And this time I was lucky enough to speak with the mayor of Crete, Nebraska, Dave Bauer, about his town. So here's the interview.
Well, I'm from Crete originally, so I really do have a passion for Crete. You know, one thing that I think people enjoy Crete is because we are a small town. You get a lot of the small town atmosphere, but yet we're close enough to Lincoln, which some people that could be a detriment, but I take it as an asset because we're close enough to Lincoln. Within 25 minutes to 30 minutes, you can have anything you want. So you get the benefit of a small town, but you also get that part that things that Crete can't offer, you can get very, very in a short amount of time. You know, in a small town, you have a lot of, everyone knows everyone. Everyone looks out after everyone. There's always someone you can ask for help. In a bigger city and stuff, you don't get that. So we have great schools, we have all the industry we have here. The city has a lot of great parks, the college. We just have a lot of assets that I think sometimes if you live here and have lived here for a long time, we take for granted. We don't realize we have all those. So every once in a while, being reminded of them, I think, is a good thing because it makes us realize what we do have, and we are very fortunate. Well, I think we always have the challenge just to be able to keep growing, and we're always dealing with what I mentioned earlier, the fact that we do live so close to Lincoln. So that's always been an issue for us here in Crete, and that's always a battle that we fight with some people. Some people feel that some people don't support the community well enough, that they go to Lincoln too much, and there's things they could do here as far as the retail side of it. And so that's kind of an issue that we face sometimes. Otherwise, we really don't have a lot of challenges. We're doing some different things downtown. We're doing some things different with the old library situation that we had. And I think we're facing some decisions on what to do with some of those areas, but I think we're going to be working on those. And you'll see some changes with that here real soon, too, that are, I think, very positive for Crete. And then with the industry we have, we always have some challenges there, but we have great industry, and I think the people there are always doing things to help the community and be a good partner with the community. As far as with Doane College also, we're very fortunate there. So we have great partners that are always willing to help us. Yeah, with the COVID-19, we really tried to follow the governor's guidelines as much as we could, and I think he did a great job on what he did. We did a few extra things as far as closing down the parks. That was something that we didn't need to do, but as a city, we chose to do that. We closed down buildings, the city hall and some of the city buildings, the library. And then we encouraged the businesses to do what they could to do, keep social distancing. If they were uncomfortable to close, to do whatever they needed to. And then, we had communication with the Smithfields as far as what they were doing. And I personally feel Smithfield did a great job in doing what all they could do. They're in a tough situation where in a packing plant, people do work close together. That's the nature of their business. And so you can't totally all of a sudden change the business. So I think they tried to do as much as they could. They're doing in-house testing now. They have different things they're doing to try to keep the people safe. And so I think they're doing the best they can also. It's just a situation that we were all facing. We were not expecting it, and we have to do the best we could with it. But I think we all worked together and did the best that we could. Crete was considered a hot spot because of having a plant here. But the plant has a lot more benefits for being here than negative of what this was, in my opinion. We're always looking for assistance because of businesses needing breaks for different things here, and we try to work with the governments, with the state government, with that type of thing. But we are very fortunate here with the programs that we do have that I just, to be honest with you, I can't think of anything right off the bat that we would ask different or ask for assistance with, to be honest with you. I personally like the mushroom Runza, so.
Well, there you go. That's it for episode 23. Hope you enjoyed watching. And next up, I'll be heading a little bit south of Crete to the town of Fairbury, Nebraska, home of the Jeffs. So check out episode 24 for that. Thanks for watching.
Faith and love is all you need. This whole world doesn't see. Someday we could all be free. We could change the world if we would just believe.